Hi guys, so this is a review of the Streamlight Vantage 2, the brand spanking new helmet light that's been brought out by Streamlight. I don't think anybody's done a review on it at the moment, so I'm going to do one, and I will be comparing it to its predecessors as well. So the original Vantage and of course the newer Vantage 180, although this is not the one that's been released this year. So let's get straight into the box. I literally got this, oh goodness, yesterday from America, from the Fire Store actually. And let's just get it out of the box. As you can see, you get the usual information from Streamlight. You also get, and this will be key later on, a Allen key and all the information on the light itself. I'll go through that later. You also get a Streamlight CR123 battery, and you also get the card. Now, straight away, before we get onto it any further, I just want to show you this. I think this is quite relevant. I was looking at the fact that this light, when compared to the other ones, has quite a good output. As per usual, as things get better, what we tend to see is smaller, more efficient and brighter, just in general when it comes to flashlights. And this one obviously is rated at 350 lumens. Whereas in the original Vantage, the one that I've got is 80 lumens. So obviously it's quite interesting to have a look at that. Now, just want to highlight the fact that although it is 350 lumens, as you can see, it drops really considerably, very fast over the first 25 minutes, maybe half an hour, until it sort of drops and regulates at about, well, possibly just over 250 lumens. And then it'll only last a couple of hours before it drops down to virtually nothing. So bear that in mind. What I think is one of the more relevant values is the fact that it'll run at 135 lumens quite steadily for nearly 4 hours. Anyway, we'll get onto that in a second. So here is the light itself. Now, I have had a little bit of a play with this. This is quite a stiff joint to be able to turn it around. Really nice little bit of a light. Again, I'm just going to put it as a comparison next to the original Vantage, which is there. Really popular. I've had this a long time. So as you can see, side by side, much smaller. I'll just show you that to open this up, you have to. It's one thing that the other Vantage didn't have was a cut off for the battery, and I have had mine switched on in my pocket accidentally before. So you have got this. You can unscrew it off to unlock it, and inside is where you put the battery. The whole bezel unit comes off. So I'll just pop that in. As you can see, battery goes in this way around. We'll just pop that back in, making sure we get the screw threads right, and make sure it goes all the way over. It clicks. It's got a definite click to cut it off. So click. Really good. There we go. Activate it. You literally press it on. It comes onto low power, and it also has the rear tail cap on, which is something that Streamlight does. And then if you switch it off after, I think, 5 seconds, it just goes off completely. If you quickly hit it again, you get your 350 lumens, so at that high power level. I'll do some beam comparisons later on. If you press and if you hold it for more than 5 seconds, you toggle the rear blue switch, you can have it switched off, or if you press it again, you can actually have it in flashing mode. I'll just switch, and if you go for it again, you can have it off altogether. Personally, I don't see the point in having it off altogether, or maybe I got that wrong, but anyway, ultimately, I prefer to have it on and run it on low power. So there you go, simple toggle system, really simple. Now, this has got, the attachment here is a Allen key, which is, you may remember, we got in the packet. Now, the Allen key allows it to clamp onto the side of a helmet. Now, in the UK, the helmets tend to be a little bit on the different side to anywhere else. So in order for me to have this on, what I'd be doing is I'd be attaching this, just do that round. So I would then be using this to fix onto the inside of the helmet there, so it sticks on the outside, as a lot of the helmets do. This, personally, I think is wonderful. What I can say is that I have spoken to Streamlight, and I've asked for a thumb screw, which this one has, because obviously from a convenience point of view, you don't want it on your helmet all the time. Ultimately, the thumb screw for me is really secure, and I've never ever had a problem with it, and it allows me to, you know, as it as a handheld or to have it as a helmet mount. So, absolutely wonderful, brilliant. Just for a comparison size to the 180, this is again the original 180, so I'll just put that bezel to bezel. There you go. So as you can see, a much smaller light, but of course the 180 is a much different light that does a different thing, in my opinion. Okay, right, so we've had a look at that. We've had a look at the light itself. Now I think what we'll do is we'll do some comparisons so that you can just see the different levels of light. Okay, so let's start off with a comparison of the new Vantage at full power, which is 350 lumens. So that's 2 clicks. Now, as you can see, I've chosen not to go completely dark. I want to do a comparison. And the original Vantage that I've got here. Now, what you can notice straight away is it looks like on the camera that this has got a bit of a bit more of a hotspot, and it does, but let me show you that it is no brighter. It's just got more of a focused hotspot. This is running at 80 lumens. Both these have got new batteries in, so there you go. So I'll just switch that one off. That again is full power on both. So drop that down, leave this one on full power, and go for the 180. Now the 180 has got, I want to say 250 lumens. I hope I'm not wrong, at full power. Now that again it's a whiter light. The light on the left hand side, the new Vantage, appears to have a slightly warmer light, which I very much like. I think it's much better for your eyes and identifying colours at night. I'll just knock it into low mode there, just over 100 lumens. I'll knock that one into low mode as well. So what you can notice at the moment is the new Vantage has got much more spill of light than the 180 or the original Vantage, which I'm going to go back to. So there you go, original Vantage. Right, okay, I will now look at doing some outside comparisons. Okay, a little bit difficult, but let's go for the new Vantage on low power. Okay. High power. You can just see the back end of there. So that's high power. Knock it back down to low. I'll just see if I can hold my camera as well as the Vantage. Bit easier than I thought. Okay, here we go. So, it's really good light actually. You can't see it very well on the camera. So let's go for the original Vantage. There you go. So let's just move that out of the way. There we go. So as you can see, what you've got with the original Vantage is a bit more of a hotspot, much more direct light. Whereas if I come with it, if I bring that out and the new Vantage in, you've got much more flood. So it's quite a useful light really. Not sort of long range if you like. And then back up with the hotspot of the original Vantage. And we'll turn that one off. And I'm going to go see if I can get the 180. So the 180, as you can see, a lot of light there, 250 lumens. Knock it down. Just take off the original Vantage. There we go. So, low power on that, and low power on this one as well. So 135 lumens up to 350, or maybe even locking down now. We'll see. There we go, better. Once again, low power, but very floody. It's a TIR lens, a total internal refraction. I think that's what it stands for. Go back up with the. So that's the Vantage 180 on low power. There we go. Great. Hope that gives us a bit of a view. Okay, so Streamlight Vantage 2, what do we think? Well, as you can probably see, the beam comparison shows it's a very floody light, so it spills light really well. Excellent, in my opinion. If you're looking for long range, then you'd probably carry something a little bit different. Really works well as a light. It's got really good, easy to use functionability, and I really love the fact you can lock it off. That really makes a massive difference to me. That's really makes it easy. For me personally, it definitely needs a thumb screw. I would not want to permanently attach it to my helmet. I just want it adjustable. The other thing to bear in mind is you can, for galley style helmets and for hard hats, get a different attachment point. All in all, wonderful light. Well done, Streamlight. Keep on making them, and we will keep on using them.